I made a ham and then I freeze dried it. Stay with me. Alright everybody, in this video I'm going to take a pork loin and I want to kind of try and turn it into ham. So what I did is I have this Morton's Tender Quick. Okay, and it's supposed to be 1 tablespoon for every pound of meat. And I got some sugar, because I've seen where you can add a little bit of sugar to it. So it's about a 3.5 pound pork loin. I think I got them buy one, get one free. Then what I did is I just put it inside this mug, and I added a little bit of paprika and cumin in it. So, and there's 4 tablespoons in there, so I went a little heavy on what they called for. And there's sugar, like I said. I think I put like 2 or 3 tablespoons of sugar in. I didn't want a lot of sugar in it. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this out, and I'm going to take it here, put it inside of a Ziploc bag, and let it set for like a week or maybe a week and a half, and try to let all that moisture get drawn out. I'm going to leave the fat on it. Then what I'm going to do is I want to smoke it for like maybe a couple hours, if that, if I can get the smoke in to penetrate once it's been cured. And I'm going to cut it up into slices or cubes or something, and I'm going to freeze dry it. So actually, being as I'm freeze drying it, what I'll do is I'll cut the fat off after, when I get it all sliced up. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to sprinkle this on. And once I put it in the refrigerator in the Ziploc bag, just every couple of days or so, I'll grab it and like massage it around in the bag, make sure everything's getting coated evenly, you know. And I think what I'll do about halfway through, I'll pull it out, drain the liquid off the bag, and stick it back into the bag, because it's going to start filling the bag up with liquid. Just making sure I get it coated evenly. So hopefully I can take this pork loin and turn it into smoked ham. Alright. Might be a problem. You know what? Let's cut it in half now. Too big for the bag. So, what I will do, there we go. All right. Alright, there we go. Alright, so there we go. I'm going to have this in the bag, leave it in the refrigerator for a little bit, and then I will bring you up with updates. Stay with me. Alright everybody, so here is the ham after a couple weeks. It's actually a pork loin that I'm going to turn into a ham. Nice, and it's really tough because I've sucked all the moisture out of it with the curing salt. I'm going to put it on the smoker for, I'm going to try to do 2 hours just to get some flavor embedded into the meat, and then I will run it through a meat slicer, slice it, I don't know, we'll see. I haven't decided yet, maybe 1/4 of an inch, you know, and then I'm going to freeze dry one and probably have the other one for dinner. So stay with me. Everybody, there's the pork loin slash ham. Smoked it, maybe close to 3 hours, 200 degrees, just to get a little bit of smoke flavor in it. I'm going to wrap it in foil, let it rest real good, let it cool off, and then I'll bring you back when I run it through the meat slicer. Stay with me. Alright everybody, got the meat slicer out, got the pork cooled off, and hopefully it turns into ham. You know, that's what it's supposed to be. So we're going to turn this on, slice it a little under 1/4 of an inch. Alright, well, there it is. So I'm going to I'll trim all this fat off and get it ready, just pre-freeze it for the freeze dryer. So there we go. I'm going to finish slicing this stuff up and we will get it frozen. I'll bring you back when it's done. Stay with me. Alright everybody, the ham is done. I can't remember how many hours it took. So nice and crispy, or crunchy, whatever, nice and dry. So we'll take a piece. This is stuff that I made. So I got just, yep, bubbling. So it's just hot water out of the faucet. So this is just me showing you guys the fact that you can make your own ham and freeze dry it. You can freeze dry store-bought ham. I got this, just made it, wanted to try it out, see if it can be done, and I'll just put this in a bag and use it for, I don't know, ham and beans, or in a soup, or just eat it the way it is, you know, or obviously reconstitute it because I don't know if it's going to be any good. So there's that. Oh. Tastes like ham, a little crunchy still, use a little bit of time. Reconstitutes up nicely. So that's my DIY ham video. So hopefully this gives you ideas and you guys can do ham yourself to have in your food storage. Thanks guys. Have a good one.